I was young, fairly young, when we moved to Bethany. And my friends and our family really didn't understand it. I didn't make any effort to convince them otherwise because we had thought about it carefully, and I wasn't concerned about that. But I do think it did cause me to consider later on what was going on, and I think what was happening was that our friends were equating a retirement community with a nursing home. I think they didn't understand the concept of a retirement community, and they thought it represented a loss of independence, when actually it represents an advantage that you have in dealing with aging, and they just, at that time, they just didn't understand it, and they didn't get it at all. Many of them have said to me since that they wish that they had thought about it too, and that they'd done it at the same time. And we had looked at condos. I couldn't find one I really cared about. And we came out to visit a friend who was living here in one of the cottages, and that's sort of how the whole thing got started for us. It occurred to me on the way home that day that if we just came directly to Bethany, we could skip that move, and we wouldn't have to go through all of that in extra time.
When we got to the point where it was practical to downsize, and so let's move to a condo. Well, that's almost like turning the page only halfway, because eventually you're going to make another move to a retirement community if that's the way you think.
Well, socially, our life hasn't changed at all. We still see the same friends we always saw. We still go out to dinner. We go to musical events. We did lots of theater.
Lots of theater. They have a bus that takes folks to the Wright State season plays. And so, yeah, there's plenty that we continue to do.
We're about to do some political volunteering.
Oh, yeah.
Until the election. We just do whatever comes up that looks interesting to us, but it's no different than our life before.
That is, it fits into our schedule.
That's right. What we have time for.
We made a decision on our own when we were capable of making a decision, rather than, for instance, they're having to come in and make the decision for us.
We have thought about the healthcare continuum at Bethany and would not have moved here if they had not had 4 levels and if we had not already checked out and found out that Bethany has a long track record and is highly regarded in that area.